Hello, this is TwitchyVaper, and I am doing well, I've already unopened it, but this is more of my first impressions of the HH.357 901 long barrel. See if I can get this to work so you can all see. The stamp is on there, the HH.357. It's not a generic hybrid. I got it 2 days, well, yesterday actually. Today, at the end of the day, I'll make it 2 days. I will be using it on ProVary. I have well, it seems a little on there pretty tight right now, but 901 to 510, and then that 510 goes on to a Ego adapter. It just seems to make it a little more sturdy. You don't need it. As long as you have either your adapter or a 901 mod, you're good to go. Been playing with a little bit, primed it as in Hannah's videos. Also using a drip shield because they are meant for the 901s. It helps hold that juice in there and lets you a little over drip without leaking. It's the reason I got the 901 this time. I've had the 510. I loved it, but I am going for his other versions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 drops because the HHs are fantastic at holding a ton of juice and using it properly. So I'll give it a 2. See how it works. Pretty good vapor. The most important thing here is the flavor. The flavor in this is much more pronounced than in the 510. And the juice lasts a bit longer. And as I said, with the drip shield, you can over drip it. Not really a tank, but you know, it gives it that extra oomph, so you don't have to drip every 5-6 tubes. I can usually get 15 between drips, if not more sometimes. Don't know the volt that was actually on right there. I believe it was 4.5. I'm going to turn it down now to 3.3, which is the lowest setting. And FYI, this is a 2.5 ohm. Sorry for not stating that in the beginning. I got 2.5 ohm, not 1.5. I don't mind low res, don't mind high res. I just got 2.5 because it gives me the full range between the 3.3 and the 6 volts, depending what I feel like that day. And 6 volts almost tops it out at the 2.5 amp cutout for the ProVary. Since I don't have the version 2 yet, I still do want to send it in to have upgraded. But I don't know how far I want to push it because I don't want to pop this Addy. I mean, it's a $25 Addy. You don't really want to pop that. This is at 3.3. Not much vapor because that's working pretty low in the watts. But still, the flavor is definitely there. No throat hit at all that low, which is good for some people. Some people love the throat hit. Now I'm going to turn it up to 3.7 because that's a lot of standard e-cig mods, or just e-cig batteries run at 3.7. Vapor's still not fantastic, but definitely getting better. It's more in the Cardo cheap Addy versions if you haven't dewicked it. I'll pump it up to 4.5. That's where I think I was, 100% sure, but we'll judge by the vapor. Much better vapor. Flavor's much more pronounced there. I think I must have been up at 5 before. Let's turn this up to 5. I passed the power up on accident. Alright, power up. Yeah, you can't really see that. The webcam just, they never like to pick it up, the light's too bright. This is 5 volt. Much better. That was a long pull, let's do a short pull. Webcams does seem to be picking up the vapor as well as it appears to me, but that's all lighting. Turn it up to 5.5. No, we're good. Turn it up to 5.5, and then I will turn it up to 6, and we will be good to go. And you will see in the wide range of a 2.5 ohm 901 long barrel HH. I do prefer long barrel because it prevents a lot of spit back in your mouth. Now I'm using a mean plastic Ming drip tip. My stainless steel one I lost, unfortunately. Plan to get another one, and maybe $18 for a drip tip, but I find it well worth it. This is 5.5. Much better. Seems the lighting's a little better now there. And one more go for you. And that's plus all the way up to 6 volts for you high voltage lovers. This, I believe, will be using 2.3 or 2.4 amps of the 2.5 amp cutoff, so you're not getting the full usage. Like if you had a 1.5 ohm, you're rocking it at 4.2 volts, which it cuts in and out depending if it's holding strong at 1.5 or goes to 1.4 ohms. But this is it nearly at full power. That was at a medium pull. I'll do a short pull for you. Still strong vapor. Long pulls. I always blow it out. There wasn't really any juice in there. I just do it out of precaution from old Eddies. Probably don't need a drip yet, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With these, as Hannah says, if you watch his videos or you check out his site, if you want to get an HH, which you probably do if you're checking out this video or you're just seeing what they're about, you want to keep these real wet. It's not necessarily it's going to break or anything, but if you let it get real dry, it's more likelihood of popping your Addy than if you just let it sit constantly soaked. If you don't have any juice and you're not going to have any for a little while, throw some VG on there if you can, or just try and keep it a little wet even in storing. Don't let it store dry. Because, I mean, even if you're not necessarily going to vape what you had in there because it sat for a while and you blow it out, keeping it wet keeps the wick primed, and that's what you want here. Do you hear that? I don't think you can. Let's see if I can get up by there. Not sure if you really heard that, but those gurgling you want to hear with these. I actually put a teeny bit too much juice in there and pulled a little hard trying to let you hear the gurgle and got a little juice in my mouth. You know, it's long barrel, it can happen. Very rare. I'm going to turn this back down to 5 volts because that seems to be where I'm enjoying this one the best. It has a strong vapor, which I really like, but flavor is important too. It used to be all about vapor when I first started, but flavors become key now. And that's where it's not burnt at 6 volts, it's just the flavor has its best melding at 5 for this particular juice. DIY, it's a berry. It was actually a pre-made flavoring. I just added all the VG, nicotine, PG, and all that myself. I don't remember where I got that one off the top of my head, actually, unfortunately. All I can remember is the guy who owns the site starts with a D. It's been a while since I've been at his site or talked to him. I'll give you a couple more toots, and then I'll let you off on your business, and hope you like the video. Hope you enjoyed it. TwitchyVaper, out.